Hi guys, and happy hashtag Freedom Friday. So today's Facebook Live is entitled A Systematic and Consistent Way to Earn $1,000 a Month in Your Network Marketing Opportunity and Company, and how it completely can double and even triple. Hi Kathy. So I've actually been breaking this down for about the last 2 hours, trying to break this down very simply for everyone. And I'm using Isagenix as an example, just because I know their compensation plan inside and out. Freedom Friday, hey Wayne, hi Dana, hey Kathy. So I highly, highly recommend that you guys share this Facebook Live with anyone that you know is in network marketing, in Isagenix. You have a private team group, because I'm going to break this down in very, very simple terms. I know this may take a while. I have a lot of note cards here, but I'm going to be talking about how to earn this kind of money with Isagenix or in network marketing in general, in very, very simple terms. And that's from a business standpoint. Becoming a sponsor monster isn't necessarily going, it could earn you $1,000 a month, but it's not going to be consistent. The way that you're consistent in building income, residual income in network marketing, is if you have a team building with you. So I broke down on these note cards how this happens. Face the Freedom Friday. That's right, Josh. So if you guys are coming on, say hi and where you're coming in from, like or love the video. And I know there's going to be a lot of people on the replay. Hi, Joe. Good morning. Coming in from Australia. Love it. And what I want to break this down very simple for you guys. So I absolutely suggest you guys share this in private team groups or your personal pages, because I really feel that people don't understand social media. I feel they don't understand their compensation plan and how to take advantage of it. So I'm going to break this down for you guys, and I'm going to do this very, very simply. So if you want to earn $1,000 a month in Isagenix, that's $250 per week, which breaks down to about $35 a day. Now, obviously, a cycle is worth more than that. In Isagenix, a cycle is worth $54.10. So if you break this down, to get 5 cycles a week, you need 4,500 BV. Because again, remember, you need 600 on one side, 300 on the other, equaling 900 BV. So you multiply 5 by 900, and that's going to give you 4,500. 3,000 from one side, 1,500 on the other. So 600 and 300. So you do 600 times 5, which is 3,000. And then you do 300 times 5, which is 1,500. So if this makes sense so far, and I suggest you write this down with me, type Y or yes in the chat box. Hey, Sharon. So again, $1,000 a month, $250 a week, breaks down to $35 a day, 3,000 on one side, 1,500 on the other. So each person that wants to cycle 5 times in a week, your team side needs to bring in 3,000 a week, and your weak side, your focus leg they call it, needs to bring in 1,500 BV a week. Now, the average order basket in Isagenix is about 145 BV. So if someone needs to order 145 BV, so basically to accumulate that, you need 428 BV a day coming into your 3,000 BV side, and you need 214 BV a day coming into your weak side. So 428 a day coming in from one side and 214 a day coming in from the weak side. Compounded over 7 days is going to equal your 3,000 and 1,500. If that makes sense, please type Y or yes in the chat box. I want everyone to really understand this. And I've blocked off about 45 minutes to make sure that everyone understands, because I want you guys to be able to teach this to your team. Now, again, I'm not talking about product enrollment bonuses or anything of that nature. I am strictly going off of the residual income side. Product introductory bonuses are bonuses. They're one-time bonuses. They are not residual. So I'm talking about how to do it residually, so anything you do on top of that is a bonus. But this is going to get you a standard $1,000 a month plus once you see how this duplication works. Okay, so Kathy is with me. If anybody else is on here and understands, Y or yes in the chat box. So again, I'm breaking down how to create $1,000 a month residually in Isagenix with a compensation plan just like theirs with this binary. 1,000 a month, 250 a week, $35 a day. You need 428 BV a day coming in on your 3,000 BV total side, and you need 214 coming in on the weak side. Okay, so again, to break this down, 1,000 a month, 250 a week, $35 a day, 5 cycles per week. Now, here's what it looks like. So you need 4,500 BV every single week coming in. So 4,500 BV a week. You need 3,000 on your strong leg, and you need 1,500 coming on your weak leg. So again, 600 is over here, 300 is over here. So 900, which is the combination of both sides, times 5, equals your 4,500 BV. That is what represents 5 cycles. So if that makes sense, Y or yes in the chat box. I'm trying to break this down very, very simply for you guys. So again, 5 cycles in Isagenix, 600 and 300. What's up, Bob? 600 and 300. 900 BV total times 5 equals 4,500. 3,000 on the strong side, 1,500 on the weak side. Now this is residual income. I'm talking about BV. So now I'm breaking it down step by step. Here we go. So the average order per person, on average, when you average everything out, is 145 BV. So again, like I said to you, because you need 3,000 on your strong side and 1,500 on your weak side, you need to average 428 BV from the strong side and 214 BV a day on the weak side, compounded over 7 days to equal your 3,000 and your 1,500. If that makes sense, please type Y or yes in the chat box. Hi, Jocelyn. Good to see you on here. Because again, you need to understand the math of how you create residual income so you can take that and put it into action. Now, I'm talking about consistent residual income. I'm not talking about just enrolling 4 or 5 President's Packs, making $1,000 that week, because the next week, that all goes away. So, if everyone's with me, Y or yes in the chat box. And again, if you guys have not done so yet, please like or love the video. Share this into any team groups that you have so people can understand the math of how this breaks down. Because I have a simple system that I teach my clients on LinkedIn, which is get one, teach one. Get one and teach one. And I'm going to go over that with you guys in a second. So thank you for the hearts and the thumbs. Appreciate it. Okay, so here's how it breaks down. Let me just make sure everyone is here. Okay. So here's how it breaks down. 428 BV a day on the strong side coming in. If the average order is 145, that breaks down to about 3 orders going in per day. On the weak side, 200 BV, 214 BV on the weak side equals 2 orders per day. Now, again, if someone enrolls with a President's Pack, that takes care of this whole side. And then but I'm just doing the average. The average order basket is 145 BV a month. And we're talking about residual. So if that makes sense. So again, 148 BV, 145 BV average, okay? Deb Bryce, so 145 BV average. 3 orders equals 428. 2 orders equals 214. So why or yes in the chat box if that makes sense. I do not want to move forward if you guys don't understand. So to accumulate 3,000 BV on one side and 1,500 on the other, which is how you create 5 cycles a week, you need to make sure that you understand the breakdown of how this works, which basically means 428 BV a day coming into your left side or right side, whatever your strong side is, and 214 coming in on your weak side, 3 orders and 2 orders. Now, I don't want to get ahead of myself because I was really excited when I was kind of going over all this. So I want to talk about, just for a second, the get one, teach one. So a lot of people build their business in just a frantic manner where they're just trying to enroll a bunch of people. So here's what I want to tell you. So what if you just focused on getting 1 new business builder a month? Just 1 new a month. Now, again, to just review, and this is where you're going to see the power of the numbers. Okay? The power of the numbers. 5 cycles a week, 600 and 300, 900 BV total times 5 cycles equals 4,500. You need 300 on one side, 1,500 on the other. So if that all makes sense, please type Y or yes in the chat box. What's up, Lev, Kale, Becky, Debbie? Good to see everybody jumping on here. Say hi and where you're coming in from. Please share this with your team groups because I truly feel no one really understands how to create residual income with this compensation plan. And I want to show you guys how that can be done. So again, we're just talking about 5 cycles. 5 cycles, 900 BV, 600 and 300, which equals 3,000 on one side, 1,500 on the other, 4,500 total BV. Now, the average BV order is 145, which means you need 428 BV a day on the 3,000 side and 214 BV on the 1,500 side, and an average of 145. So you got 2 orders and 3 orders respectively. Now, the get one and teach one. You get 1 new business builder a month and you teach that business builder how to get one. They teach another person how to get one, and you do this month after month. It's the get one, teach one. Get one, teach one. Now, I want to show you what this looks like. Hi, Roseanne. So I want to show you what this looks like. Okay, so here is building your team. Now, there is you. That's you. Now, let's imagine for a second that you enroll a person a month. And after 6 months, you have 6 builders. Okay? There they are. You have 6 builders. And you teach those 6 builders, so you have 6 people on what I call your front line. You have 6 people, first generation, building with you. And again, this does not count any product users that you've enrolled. This just counts the people that you're enrolled. Now, you take those same 6 people, right? And you teach them all to get one, teach one, get one, and teach one. So all those 6 people, after 2 months, have their 2 people. And I'm talking about business builders. I'm talking about business builders. So you have yourself, you have your 6 people on the front line that you've enrolled over 6 months, 1 business builder a month, and then you tell your 6 frontline to focus on getting 1 new business builder. And after 2 months, they all have 2 people each, which means you have 12 people in your second generation, which means if you add 6 and 12, that's 18 business builders with you. 18 business builders, 6 of your own, and then 12 coming from the 6 that you have brought in. So, hi Patricia, if that all makes sense so far, please type in Y or yes in the chat box. And I highly suggest you guys draw this out with me, because this is the big picture. You're not just looking for some people. This is the way that you can get to 5 cycles a week. 5 cycles a week. 600 and 300, that's how it's broken down. 900 BV times 5 cycles is 3,000 on one side, 1,500 on the other, 4,500 total. So just look at the compounded effect, because you need to get one and then teach one. Get one and then teach one. So there's you, and there's your 6 front line. You teach your 6 front line to get their 2 people. Now, your front line gets their 2 people, so now you have 18 people building, and you do the same thing. And I'm just going to go 3 levels deep, but watch what happens. That front line teaches their second line, teaches the third line. You have 24 people in that third line now building, with a grand total, third generation, 42 people building with you. 42, 21 on one side, 21 on the other. So I want you guys to type in the chat box a word of how it would feel to have 42 people building with you. Focus on one. I freaking love that. It's not rocket science. It's consistency. Exactly. What would it feel like if you were able to bring forward this methodology? This methodology. 6 people on your front line. You teach those 6 to get their 2 over 2 months, and you teach them. Over a matter of 4 or 5 months, you have 42 people building with you. 42, and that doesn't count any product users that have come along the way. Now, if this all makes sense, please type Y or yes in the chat box. I want you guys to start shifting your mindsets a little bit, in the sense that don't work a frantic pace. Exactly, vision becoming real. This is your vision right here. This is it. Because you don't have to enroll these 42 people. You've enrolled 6 people that has led to 42 people. Because the 6, and they get their 2 over time, and those 12 get their 2 over time. And this doesn't even get, imagine if all these people get their 2 people, that balloons to 84 people. Guys, I can't tell you how huge this is. This is huge. So, I broke down some stuff for you. So here it is. If I'm just painting a picture. If you have 42 people, okay? 42 people. So 21 on one side, 21 on the other, 3 generations down building. If you multiply 21 times 142, so basically if you times 40, if you do this, this is the breakdown, and I need to make sure I get my numbers right. Right. Okay. So this is how it breaks down. All right, let me just do it this way. So this is the duplication. So you want to get 5 cycles. So 3,000 on one side, 1,500 on the other. Okay? You need 20 orders from your 20 people. Okay? 20 orders from your 21 people. That's one per person. That's one per person. So if you think about this, you have 20 people on one side. Now I just want to show you for a second. 20 people on one side. So I'm going to do 21 times 145. Okay, so there's the number. 21 people and an average BV order of 145 equals 3,045 people. So on your 3,000 BV side, you're going to be 45 BVs over. If you have 21 people building with you, putting in at least one order a week, that's it. One order a week, one auto ship a week going through for 145, 21 people, 145 per BV, it equals 3,045. So if you look at the other side, right here, 1,500 is half of that. So 1,500, so if you do 21 times 145 equals that, minus 1,500. So out of those 21 people on that weak side, if half, so if 10 people bring in 10 people collectively get one order in a week, 1,450, which is basically you get 11 people out of the 21. Anything over that is going to be growing. Now, this is just when you have 21 and 21 in your downline constantly building. But think about this. So if that all makes sense, why or yes in the chat box. So out of this, 20 orders total a week. That doesn't get like that's auto ships, that's new orders. 20 total orders going in from your left side and 10 orders in a week going in on your right side total. That's from you, that's from your team. You need 20 and 10. 20 orders of 145 and 10 orders of 145 going on the other side. Now, as you start to build, right? So as that starts to increase, because the compound effect starts to take place. So the 42 turns to 84. So which means then you're going to have, it's going to go 600 and 300, which means 40 orders and 20 orders, which equals 10 cycles per week. Then it doubles again. 12,000, which is basically 40 orders and 20 orders, 20 cycles per week. And it doubles and doubles and doubles and doubles. If that, you got to break this down by orders, because it's great to have customers, but if you have 42 people, now just to give you an example, if you have 42 people with what I showed you, hi Anita, 42 people times 145. Now this is just off of your people, okay? 42 people divided by 900. Just your people, 42 people ordering once a month at 145 automatically gets you 7 cycles a month. 7 cycles a month, because each person orders every month. So you do 42 times 145, the average BV order equals 6,090 BV. You divide that by 900, which is the combined total, and that equals 6.7. It's always rounded up, 7 cycles. 7 cycles times 45, or 54 point, so 7 times 54.10, $378. Now, imagine if that 42 doubles, right? That 42 doubles to 84, right? Times 145 equals 12,180 divided by 900 equals 13.5. So we're going to round up to 14. So that's 14 cycles automatically a month times 54, almost 800 a month. That is just off of 84 of your people ordering every single month. That doesn't count new people coming on, new orders, product introductory bonuses. This is how simple it can be broken down. Andrew says, we got this, ladies and gentlemen. Scott is a freaking genius. Love the motivation and simplicity to how you bring everything to us. You are the man. Best mentor. So much passion in your voice, brother. Thank you so much. So guys, if this makes sense, why or yes in the chat box. This is a numbers game. You're not looking for a ton of product users. You're looking for this to happen. You're looking for that duplication. You're looking for your 6 to get one, teach one. Get one, teach one. Get one, teach one. And before you know it, you have 42 people building with you. 42! But all these 42 people have to do, if you have 21 on one side, 21 on the other, to hit $1,000 a month, all they have to do is have one order a week each going in. Each of those people, one order a week, one order a week, one order a week outside of their own, bring in one person in, and then it's because it's residual, these people are going to be ordering every month. The number gets bigger and bigger and bigger. So G1, T1, get one, teach one, get one, teach one. So guys, I just have my own way of breaking this down, and I hope this helps, because again, when you visually can see how this can happen, you need to write this stuff down, and you need to stick it on your wall so you can see how you can achieve this, because it is absolutely possible. I can't express to you guys anymore how easy it is. Get one, teach one. If you want to treat this like a business, you have to do it like a business. And I'm going to share one more story with you. I shared one the other day, but while you guys are still on here, just do me a favor and just really listen to this. This is the story of the pike and the minnows. And this is a true story. There was a research science study done in Europe where they took a pike, which is a large fish, and they stuck it in a fish tank with a glass divider. And on the other side of that divider, they had some minnows. And pike eat minnows. So this pike was ramming its nose as many times as possible against this glass to try to get to those minnows. One after another, just ramming its nose right against that glass, and it couldn't get through. And after enough times of smashing its nose against that glass, it turned around and it swam away to the other side of the tank, just going in circles. So the scientists came in, they removed the divider, and guess what happened? Absolutely nothing. Most people would think, well, that pike would go right after those minnows. No. That pike kept circling around and around and around because it preconditioned itself to believe that it could never get through that barrier because there was something there between it and the minnows. Just like human beings, we too precondition our thoughts when we get told a certain answer. We get told no too many times. We precondition our thoughts to think, you know what? If all these people are saying no, everyone's going to say no. So you basically precondition yourself to fail because of a false expectation. Except doing the reverse. If you set your goal each week to collect a certain amount of no's, and I have up here on my board, this is my no board. Those are my no's and those are my yeses. And you can see I have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 no's, and I have 13 yeses. 13 yeses. Just like that. You have to break this down. No is never no, it is a maybe. And that's the thing. If you go for no instead of going for yes, you will achieve. I absolutely can guarantee every single one of you can achieve. And I'm going to share one other interesting story. You guys heard me talk about this insurance company that basically brought in and they set no goals. But this insurance company in Chicago has an award ceremony every single year. And they give out two prestigious awards. One is the Sales Performance Award of the year, and the top 5 people get it. And then that same company also gives out the top 5 for the Go for No Award, meaning the sales reps that got the most amount of no's get the top award. But here's the interesting thing that started to happen. About the third year is doing these awards, the top performance award for most sales and the Go for No award for the most no's. They started to find that the people that were getting the award for top sales performance were also the ones that were getting the Go for No award. Because the people that were willing to collect the most no's are the ones that are also going to close the most sales. So if you guys want to achieve this, you have to do more than most. You have to talk to a ridiculous amount of people. I believe in my heart and in my soul that every single one of you has the power to achieve anything you want in your network marketing business if you are willing to talk to enough people. Leave your family and friends alone and go to a place where you can create new and fresh connections with those that are truly interested in an opportunity. So guys, I hope this training was helpful to you. Remember, get one, teach one. Get one, teach one. Get one, teach one. This business is a marathon. It's not a sprint. This marathon is not a sprint. And if you take the best sprinter in the world and you put them in a marathon race, they are going to lose every single time. Because it is your job to keep up the pace that allows you to do this every single day and be excited about it, not to be stressed about it. So guys, I hope you guys found this information helpful. Thank you, Kathy. Yes, Roseanne, you got it, Jocelyn. That's right, 20 per day. You got to talk to 20 people, 20. Reach out, have a lot of conversations. So guys, I hope you found this helpful. Love you all so much. Enjoy this fantastic Friday. #Freedom Friday, and I will talk to you soon. Bye, everybody.